Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my student Faisal with me, who's looking forward to his lesson. He's been missing driving. Today we're looking at, we've got some new mini roundabout in this test route area, and I'm just introducing it to most of my learners who are taking tests in the Eton area. Faisal's done about 4 or 5 lessons now, and he's been working on his biting point and gears. Moving off, we've dealt with a few junctions now, T-junctions and crossroads, and we're just looking at general driving. We've added in a couple of manoeuvres, but I've come up to the test centre street here, and normally obviously the test centre is closed at this time, and the car park we don't use anyway, and the street we're in is a dead-end street. And obviously with the new test since 2017, nobody really teaches how to turn the car around anymore. And I feel sometimes it's vital for the person to know it, because they can't reverse all the way up the street or reverse into a corner there, or U-turn, which a lot of the main roads U-turn is illegal. So it's not a bad practice to every now and then show your pupils how to turn the car around, and what we used to teach as a turn in the road exercise. And previously to that, it used to be called the famous 3-point turn. And it benefits your clutch control, biting point, etc., and your observations, because when you're doing all maneuvers you have a 360 observation, because you have a lot more blind spots. So we're going to turn the car around. I think I've showed you it once before. We're just going to do the same thing again, and then we're going to go off, look at the hill and that little bit of that new roundabout vessel. So when you're ready, select first gear. What we're going to do is we're going to do a full lock. We're turning, going towards the other side of the road. We're going to stop, then reverse, and then go the other direction. Do you remember it last time we did it? So basically you got to do a 360 observation. Do you remember what that was? Checking where we're going to check from. Good lad, all the way around. So if you checked all the way around, and then you can see there's that car park behind us, I just want you to move a few feet forward, and that will also give you a better viewpoint. Start to clear out your road up for your checking your blind spots. Stop there. Good. Okay, so now can you see the difference? You can see better. Okay, so start your 360 check from the left blind spot all the way around, please. Start to signal, full lock the wheel, and then look for any hazards, anything changed in the road. Okay, so we can wait for that car that's coming. He's coming pretty quick. And then as you go, make a final check over your right shoulder, please, and start to turn. Good lad. Dip the clutch. Remember how the clutch control is working. Dipping the clutch throws the vehicle, and dip the clutch, and as you come to this side, turn the wheel off. And you see it slants the road at each side because of the camber for water drainage. So as you come down and over, you can be dropping the clutch, using the brake. At the same point, the more of the turn you get to the other side is better for you, because as you go back, it gives you that bit of an advanced turn, so it doesn't go back the same way. Select reverse, please, and then full left lock, and then do your 360 check again. And now the important thing is, this is a two-way road, so you have cars coming from there, cars coming from here, like how we came from there. So for example, when you reverse back, you will have a check here. You're going to be looking here, but you've got to make regular checks for cars that are coming until we get to the other side of the road. Okay, so biting point first. So you got hill, check, dip your clutch while you're checking there, and then lift again, so it pauses you a little bit. Look back again for pedestrians or anybody. Dip the clutch, pause there for a minute. As you get to this bit, it's going to roll down, isn't it? So you can pause there so it doesn't go off rolling. Look over your shoulder at the curb, start to turn the wheel to the right for me, and go back. Just do a little bit at a time, off the brake, good lad. A little bit more, you go okay, a little bit more, and that will do. And first gear. And the good thing with that is you got a bit of advanced turn going on. Now the key place where you're going to check as you drive off. Where do cars come from? Where's the blind spot? Go to this side, and there's a car there. Look, can you see? Now sometimes they give you away, sometimes they don't. Okay, off you go. Is it clear? And biting point, gas clutch, final check. Good. Okay, and turn back. Keep on our side of the road. So how you could help that is by dipping it a little bit, the clutch. That was good, because we only did it once before. I wanted to make sure all the points are there. Again, they don't require it in the test anymore. Please turn right at the end of T-junction there. Watch out for any hazards. There's a couple of pedestrians hanging around. half a car, just there please. And remember, you got the bollard there and you got a blind junction to the right. Very good picking up on that pedestrian there. That was even better than me. Okay, because you see how the pillar can hide it.
Yeah.
Okay. And keep checking, steady away with the clutch. Good. Stick to push and pull, please. Push and pull is gonna help you do the turns. It's gonna help you add and minus turn. Like that, you can easily oversteer, understeer, isn't it? And plus, it's not what they're wanting in the test. Okay, please pull up for me in a safe and convenient place on the left. Anywhere along there, that's good. Take your time, remember, don't come in all at once. You can roll on a bit. That lets you straighten it up. Okay, there. That's a very good stop there. Perfect. Okay. Now he's neutral, please. Okay, cancel signal. Okay, did you see this man in the road? He went like this to us, didn't he?
Yeah.
You see the lorry down there with the hazards on?
Yeah.
So what's basically happened here is he's saying don't move off. He's asking the lorry driver to perform a reverse maneuver there. He's going to back up into that yard.
Yeah.
Now, in a way, it's good that we pulled over here for this point. When you see a large LGV vehicle or HGV vehicle, and if they have the 4 flashes on the hazards, that means they're about to do a maneuver like this truck driver here. So what happens is, if you're approaching a large vehicle like that, it may be that he's going to block the road off. Okay, and he can't see you. There's a lot more blind spots for him. So I mean, he has that extra help in this case. But if he didn't, you would pick up on the hazards and you would hold back till you could work out what is he actually trying to do. And this is a very important point. I'm glad it came up, because some drivers are not aware of this when they come up there, and then before they know it, they've drove near and they've got trapped with the truck, besides them, holding at them and stuff like this. Let's just hope for your sake he doesn't take all day doing this maneuver. Okay. I don't know how far back he's gonna actually come, because we may need to reverse back even a little bit. I have no idea. Okay, he's saying you can go now, so drive off when you think it's safe, please. Start signaling, check your blind spot, off you go. So good point. I hope you noted it. I hope my people who are watching the channel noted it. Okay, just watch out for him. He's jumped out. End of the road, don't change gears, go a bit steady here. Remember, that turn is a problem turn.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to turn left. I just want to discuss this turn a little bit. A lot of people are failing here. This turn always has cars parked on the very corner of it, and it's slightly off from the left. Have you noticed? It's at an angle. Best thing you can do here is don't go completely into the left position there. Keep central there for me. We're turning left, so mirror signal left, and keep the wheel where you are. No, central. And then I want you to make the turn to me as much as you can, 3/4, a bit more, even more. We're angling the car. Okay, because can you see the car parked around the corner? That's going to be a big problem for us. Normally you have a van parked even closer. So you're checking there, you're going to edge, and then you can't even pause on the corner there, so it doesn't stop the other driver, the driver coming from the opposite side, because it's a fail point. What learners tend to do here is they're going a bit wide because they find it difficult there. It's not their fault.
Going too much to the left.
Yeah, and basically the cars are parked incorrectly there on the corner, so when you come out, you may cause them a problem. So if you come at that angle and you pause, they'll hold back for you. That is going to be the key there, and the examiners accept that. Okay, I'm going to ease off a little bit out. Reason why I stress that to all the pupils, that is the first one of the first turns they're going to do. Now, you have improved in hill starts, but I'm going to give you a couple of, we're going to pull up before the hill. We're going to check you first, give you a little bit extra practice. See, he should have held back there. That was a meeting point. Well, it wasn't even a meeting point, because we had priority over him. We were committed, and he still brought his car in, and it was good what you did. You reduced the gas, you moved slightly to the left. However, you can't move a lot. The best thing you can do is ease off. I want you to go and pull up in the lay-by on the left, please. That one there. For hill start movement, okay? Watch it, not too close to the wall. Bring it in a little bit, it's good. And as you come in, can you go down to first gear for me, please? First gear. And just roll on, drive on a little slight bit more. Bit to you, and stop there. That's a good stop. Excellent. Okay, neutral. Cancel the signal. Relax there for a minute. let go of everything. Do you see why we got that first gear? Any ideas why we got the first gear as we were coming in?
Just to smoothen it off.
Okay, so what happens is as you come in, you notice the power drops a lot.
Yeah.
So what happens when you're doing a hill pull up on the left, it's taking time to pull in, you don't want to hit the curb or the wall, etc. And often the second gear has no more power left, and you might still need to move up a little bit. At that point, you could be switching to first gear and rolling on a bit, and it lets you park up properly. This is a key point for all hill stop pull-ups on the left, because we're reducing speed earlier, the gear won't carry on going. Okay, we stopped here, you got that hill, you've been doing all right on it, you got better. It's an extreme hill, and this is a bit beginning of it. I like to pull pupils up here that are not too sure, because they get a little go here, and then when they get that go at the junction, they're that little bit better. So hill start, we're moving off. Do you remember how the gas and the clutch we were doing? We're bringing the clutch to the bike. What were we doing with the gas?
More gas.
A bit more gas, exactly, and that keeps the engine alive. It won't let the car stall, and you're keeping the bike on, and you're only edging the clutch up very gradually, maybe an inch or so, adding a bit more gas, and you're letting it move a good yard before you actually start to bring the clutch up. A lot of drivers, as soon as the car moves, they let go of the clutch. It's not enough for a car. Yeah. Okay, let's try that first. So let's see if we can move off from here. And don't worry if the revs are a little bit louder than normal. Okay, it's made for that. So signal, blind spot check, add more gas, add more gas. So it's still a bit slow on the gas there. You pulled it away, but there was not much gas there, so you got lucky. Okay, now on that hill you will need it. Okay, we're turning left there, but you got away with it. It's good pull off with the clutch. That means your clutch is improving, you see. Okay, so go into the corner a little bit more, clutch down and stop. Okay, now I really want you to think this time. Okay, now have a look to your left as well. Observation is done right, left, right. What do you see in the left there? What happened there?
Car pulled up.
And what was there in front of it? The bus is pulled up. So exactly, so you got to kind of be looking, because that's going to affect us, you see. Of course. Now, keeping that brake on, I want you to look for the biting point for me, the slight pull on the biting point for me, yeah? Yeah. That's it. And slightly dip the clutch. Okay. Add some gas for me. After the Merc, maybe add extra revs. I want 1500 revs, please. 1200 revs. Okay, hold on. Stop there. Stop there. Stop. Brake. So when you drop the clutch, instead of that, you go for the brake earlier. Okay, then you won't get that little roll that happened there. But it's good. This is how you're gonna learn how an extreme hill is. Yeah. So again, look for this preparation again on the pedals, please. Biting point, hold there. Okay, now go for the gas, add a little bit of clutch. Lovely, excellent, then go a little bit easy. That was good pull off, very good pull off. I know the Range Rover that was parked there's a bit of a problem for us, but it's a very extreme hill, and it's a left turn as well. A bit early on the gear there, slightly dropped, bit more pull, and you get away with it there. That's getting better now, isn't it? Yeah. That was one of the worst hills in this area, to be honest with you, and it comes up in the test all the time. So these are tips for your test for the routes here. Okay, well done, I'm proud of that. That's very good. Well done with that. You were struggling with that before. Now, I remember we were talking about the new roundabout.
Yeah.
I want to take you up there and introduce that to you a little bit. Remember here you got the meeting points, narrow road, narrow gap with cars parked both sides. And who has priority, do you think?
These cars.
Yeah, because they're committed already. Okay, so pause here for me, first gear. Stop here. Don't move in, just stop here. What's the problem? What can you see is the major problem?
Tight road, so it's like.
And look at this parked
these cars,
car.
yeah.
This one car is parked very badly out. Okay, off you go. And good to go, then make opportunity before somebody else comes. However, if they come like that, just slow down, move in a little, and work out the distance between. I want you to go extremely slow, not too close to the parked car on the left. I want you to be having a look on both sides, so it's not one-sided check. There is enough room for two cars there. Initially, at the beginning, there wasn't. Okay, and keep going now, plenty of gas. Here too, when you can. Switch up. Remember, if you want to use the sun visor, you can. The sun is blinding here. You want me to put it down? You're gonna need that a little bit. Okay. Often in the winter months, just coming up to spring, the sun is very low, and as you can see, I'm wearing my sunglasses. They're not for posing. We can't see a thing. Am I right?
Of course.
You can't see, can you?
Can't.
Okay. And it's dropping a bit, so it's some places it's shaded. Okay, coming up to the mini roundabout, the new mini roundabout. We are going to be turning. Watch this one, not too close to that. We are turning right. You could have given that more, but there's no cars going there. You're okay to be on the line. Please turn right on the roundabout, second exit. Only 2 exits there. We're turning right, leaving at the second exit, going there. Now we need to stop at the line, and it's blind to the right. First gear. Also, drivers are a bit wary here.
Yeah.
They still don't understand it because it's fairly new.
Yeah.
And even the experienced drivers don't really understand this bit of it, so I want you to be a bit cautious. But if you edge forward for me a little bit at a time, so lift and dip the clutch slightly and pause. She might be giving us way, she might not be, but she shouldn't be. Okay, so don't rely on her. Okay, now lean forward for me, have a look. Good, lift the clutch. Now you got a chance to go. As he turned in, do you see the other driver stop there?
Yeah.
Isn't that marvellous?
Yeah.
You couldn't get out there at rush at tea time. It was very hard to get out there. The Volvo turned right. That gave us opportunity. That would have blocked these cars off. But it's not enough time sometimes, and a lot of people could stall. So if you feel you can't do it, you're going to be rushed, then it's fine. You don't have to. You can go on the next one. Okay, change up please. And try not to work it too hard on a downhill gradient. Can you see this downhill?
Yeah.
So it's like riding a bike. You don't pedal hard when you're going downhill, do you? So once you pick it up a little bit, you can just let it cruise nice and easy, so it doesn't go too quick. Further down, I want you to bear to the right and go towards Bingley. Brake a little bit, please. That was too early, that's it again. Okay, you feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, but you did a smooth clutch there, biting point connection, smooth. Okay, brake. But you would have basically let it come a bit lower on the speed before dropping it. That was good though. That would be good for when you're going down a very steep gradient. Okay, off you go. Remember, you don't want to take your eyes off the lights here, you know, because they change. Okay, and we're going to go second. Now I'm going to ask you to pull up for me in a safe place after the first 2 batches of cars there. So if you slow down, brake, pull up for me anywhere on the left. That's good bit of signal action. Here, we're going to pull up just here. Dip clutch. A little bit forward to you, slightly to you. Good. Okay, stop there. And neutral. Remember, you don't have to be too close to the curb. You can easily scrape the wheel or curb it a little bit at a time. I know why you did it. You thought about that line, didn't you?
Yeah.
They can be a bit deceiving sometimes. Certain places, the boxes are actually a bit smaller, and the learners that are pulling up in them, they do scrape the tyre, or you hit the curb, that would be a fail point. However, if your tyre was just on that line slightly and you didn't hit the curb, that would be adequate, sufficient in the test. They'd be happy with that in certain places. Like that, remember the one in the Bingley? Yeah. It's like that. Okay, well done with that. What do you think of that new roundabout?
I think it's good, but I think everyone's getting used to it, because obviously it's like no one knows what to do there. When
Exactly.
you approach there, it's like...
It's very, very rare spot where they've put it, you see, and people used to speed there a lot. And the problem there is you got a brow of a hill. So the viewpoint of it is bad coming from that side.
Yeah.
When they come up to it, suddenly there's a roundabout there, and they don't, expect it. The other point is where we're coming from, it's a blind spot, and they can't see us and we can't see them.
Yeah.
Then you've got a hell of a lot of traffic coming from the left. But for them, that right turn has become easy because they can see them. And if you were going left, it's easy. Going right is still a bit challenging there. But it's better than what it was when it was just it used to be a crossroad, then it became a T-junction. It's better than that, because nobody used to ever give you a chance. You used to be blocked there, because what used to happen was you would be at the T-junction turning right, the traffic would keep coming, and somebody would come into the box to turn right. So then even if your traffic was clear, there's a big queue in that box, and you wouldn't still be able to go. And that used to be the major problem of that junction, and the highway agency thought about ending up the roundabout there. But anyway, we'll be looking at that roundabout in your future lessons. Of course,
because obviously everyone's still learning about it.
Yeah, so even my pupil today who passed, he had that right turn coming from the other way, right where the Volvo came from. So we're going to look at it. We're going to also look at left turns, right turns, approaching it, going ahead at it, and etc. And generally there are a lot of mini roundabouts in that area. Okay, right, that's all for today's video, folks. I hope you liked it. and he gave you some tips on roundabouts, roundabout turns. Stay tuned if you want to know how Faisal is getting on with his lessons, and until the next video.